Hey there, it's Jessie here. Welcome to the channel. Very good morning to you guys. Thank you for being here. How are you doing? I am going through the ringer right now. I am being humbled. I am being brought to my knees. I am being reminded that I need to be the one to love myself and look after myself. And it's all very good. Growth is uncomfortable. But yeah, I've just discovered some things about myself, and I'm going to share them. Maybe they resonate with you. So I've revisited some core beliefs that I have and seen them in a new light, and really how they are absolutely influencing my entire perception of reality. Oops. So I'm going to tell you a little story of how I discovered these to a new extent. So, as some of you may know, I'm currently embarking on a 2-year course to raise awareness in myself, to raise my consciousness of my patterns, my behaviors, my true self, and also the false self that I'm playing out of most of the time as a form of survival, right? And so I'm doing this course, and we do practice sessions. And I was convinced that the person I was practicing with was triggered by me, and therefore didn't feel safe to be completely honest with me, because they are somehow playing out of their defense mechanism, their false personality structure. So we weren't getting to the truth of the matter. And well, this is what I believed anyway. So I was thinking, how do I get through to this person? How do I communicate to this person that I am safe, that they don't need to feel afraid with me? And so my whole behavior was I was behaving out of this, like, okay, maybe I won't input too much. Maybe I'll just let them speak. It seemed like when I was trying to guide that they weren't interested in that and had their own way. So I was like, I'll just sit back and listen. Maybe that's all they need. And I wasn't sure what to do in that situation. So when the session ended, we're now in front of the group. There's 80 of us, and I speak to the teacher and I ask her, Satya, I don't know what to do in these situations when the client is acting defensive towards me. They feel unsafe in my presence. I've triggered them. And she was like, well, why don't you ask her? We're here in the school doing the work, bringing awareness to ourselves and being honest with ourselves and each other. Why didn't you ask her? And I was like, ooh. And I thought about it for a bit, and I thought, I don't trust them to tell me the truth. And my teacher pointed out, she was like, right, so you've got 2 beliefs. 1, that you trigger everyone, and 2, that they won't tell you the truth. And I was like, oh, yeah, I can identify with that, definitely. She was like, right, so you were betrayed. And I was like, yes, I was betrayed. So these are common response beliefs when you've been betrayed. So that's nice, isn't it? I don't feel shame about it. Luckily, I've got the humor as an antidote to shame, and I am able to laugh at myself, thank goodness. What is your antidote to shame? It could be humor or compassion or whatever you need, but it's good to identify that. I use humor so I can laugh it off. And she goes, how do you think these beliefs influence your life? Influence your behavior? And I'll tell you how. I isolate myself. I totally isolate myself from people, because 1, I don't want to trigger them, which in and of itself is funny, because if I do trigger people, I should be able to just see that and know that and not take it personally. But oh, no, I take it very personally. I feel misunderstood. Or I don't trigger people and I just assume that I trigger them. So I'm the one being triggered. I'm projecting my trigger onto them. So she points this out and she's like, well, I will ask her for you. So going back to my teacher now, and she said, I'll just ask the other student if this is true, if that's okay. And I was like, yes, okay. So she pulls up the other student, and she's like, well, can you tell Jessie the truth? Are you triggered by her? Did you feel defensive? Da, da, da. And this lady's laughing her head off. She's like, I can't stop laughing. Like, that is so untrue to me. She was like, you don't trigger me. I trigger myself. I thought the session was fantastic. I felt very, very safe with you. I really opened up with you. Like, what are you on about? So then I'm left with my illusion that I created. And you see, that entire session was clouded, and all of my behavior was clouded through my perception that wasn't true. I think I do this a lot. Even being like, I was aware that I don't trust people, and I was aware that I trigger people, but I believed them. I didn't see them as beliefs that were clouding my perception. I was like, that is reality. And I saw it on a whole new level. And now I feel so friggin' humbled all the time, because I can't, everything that's happening to me and all the interactions I'm having, I'm like, but how, wait, what? You know, hold up. I can't unsee. And I'm having to take responsibility for so much now, so much of my behavior and my reactions, and just stop bloody projecting onto everyone all the time. Holy smokes. So that, yeah, there's much more that I've discovered, and I think it will leak out slowly. And that's just how I am today, right now. So is there anything else I want to add? I don't think so. I'm going to leave it there. So thank you for watching. Does this resonate? Or have you got any thoughts? Did anything pop into your mind? Please do share it with us down below, and read each other's, because there's so much wisdom in the chat. And I love to hear from you guys and hear your perspective. Actually, we really need each other's perspectives. And I definitely do. I really need to ask people more, and trust that they can tell me the truth to the best of their ability, like we all are. So please like the video if you liked it. And if you are completely new and this is cool, you like this for some reason, hit subscribe, and there'll be more videos. And whatever you're going through, guys, have a beautiful day and a beautiful life. And remember, we got this. Yeah.